Be'ezrat Hashem, Parashat Miketz. In this week's parasha, Miketz Shenatayim Yamim. And for the 2 extra years that Yosef HaTzadik stayed in prison, finally he was released. He stayed in prison 12 years. He was 10 years and 2 extra years. And why those 2 extra years? Because 2 years before, he met 2 ministers by Paro. And when the minister, the pastor, was hung, and the butler was returned to his place, and he told the butler, please, when you're with Paro, try to remember me, and don't forget me. Remember me. He said twice, remember me. Hashem told him, you put your trust in this man instead of trusting me? For the 2 times he said, remember me, you're going to stay 1 year for each word. So, Vayi Miketz Shenatayim Yamim, after 2 extra years, Yosef was released. What is the Torah teaching us? The only one they can trust is Hashem. Don't trust anybody. Tov liftoach b'Adonai mi betuach b'nedivim. Don't trust philanthropes. Don't trust rich people. Tov liftoach b'Hashem. Always trust in Hashem. And the more you trust in Hashem, the more He's going to get you out of the difficult situation. In America, there was one man, an Israeli. He spent in prison many years. And there used to be a rabbi that used to come to the prison once every 2 weeks and give Torah lessons. This man, meanwhile, did teshuvah, started to wear a kippah, grew a beard, and he was enjoying the rabbi's lectures. One day he came over to the rabbi and says, Rabbi, you come only every 2 weeks, please. Come more often, come once a week, come twice a week. So the rabbi told him, I can't, but I'm going to get you a book so you can read. So you'll be busy reading halachot, midrashim, all kinds of things till I come. Oh, perfect, Rabbi. That's the most ideal thing to do. The rabbi brought him a book speaking about Shabbat, the importance of Shabbat. This person, as he's doing tshuva, he didn't know much what Shabbat all about. So the rabbi brought him a book about Shabbat. And the rabbi gave it to him. And the next time the rabbi was to come is 2 weeks later. When the rabbi came the next time and was given the class, he saw this person all agitated, all happy, had a huge smile on his face. So the rabbi was giving his class, but he saw this person wants to say something. So the rabbi was very anxious to know what's going on. As he finished the class, he called the guy over. He says, Moshe, what's going on? Why are you so happy? What happened? He says, Rabbi, 1 more Shabbat and I'm going free. Oh yeah? Wow, how come? He says, thanks to your book. He says, thanks to my book? What do you mean? He says, Rabbi, I read in the book, if Bnei Israel mishamrim shte Shabbatot, if Bnei Israel keep 2 Shabbat, they're going out free. They're getting out of exile. Okay, what does I have to do? He says, Rabbi, I kept 1 Shabbat last week. 1 more Shabbat. This Shabbat I'm going to keep it and I'm going out free. So the rabbi started laughing and said, doesn't mean that, he tried to explain. He says, no, Rabbi, what, you don't have emunah? Rabbi, you're supposed to teach people to have faith in Hashem. How come you don't believe in it? Yeah, I believe, but it doesn't mean that. He said, no. I believe it in 100%. Okay, the rabbi says, continue reading. 2 weeks later, the rabbi comes and he's looking for Moshe. Hey, he asked the guys, where's Moshe? He's not in the class. What happened? He says, what, Rabbi, I didn't hear. They freed him. They freed him? What do you mean? He says, yeah, Rabbi, they came one day and they asked, where's Moshe? They took him out and he says, go, you're free to go. The rabbi says, what? I don't believe that. As the rabbi finished the class, he goes over to the administration and says, excuse me, there was a guy in the cell over there whose name is Moshe. Where is he? He says, what, Rabbi? Didn't hear what happened? He was freed last week. Yeah, but how come? He says, there was a big judge. And he judged people for life sentences, 20 years. Moshe was just for 15 years. But this judge last week is about to retire. Just before retiring, this judge says, maybe I judged somebody wrongly and I don't want to have it on my conscience as I retire to have somebody sitting in prison because of me. The judge asked to bring 3 files in front of him and he started to go over the files. When he came to the file of Moshe, he decided that he judged them wrongly and he freed them right away. And Moshe was free. The rabbi couldn't believe it. But one thing is for sure. Moshe believed it. If you keep 2 Shabbat, Hashem can take you out of all your exiles and of prison. Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach.